So if you want to add expense, you come to expenses, then you go to add expense. But before you add an expense, you have to first create your expense categories. So here you can click on the add button to create all your expense categories. So for example, now this is how you go about creating categories. You enter the category name. So let's say now we have marketing as the category. So let me select marketing here. Then I save. So the moment I save, listed here for me. Then if I want to add expense, I should be able to select marketing category. So now let's say I want to add expense. I come to expense and I go to add expense. So from here, you select business location. So if you have multiple branches, you select the particular branch that you are recording this expense for. Then you go ahead and select the expense category. So we select marketing, for example, or let's say utility. Then we select utility, and then if there is a subcategory, so for example, now we are buying electricity, so we select electricity. Then we come and confirm the date and also expense for who is taking money for this expense. Then we select a person, and then who is receiving, I mean, who are we paying? That is the expense for contact. You select that one too. You can also attach documents. So if you have a scan copy, it could be receipt, it could be invoice, you can also attach it to this record. Then also, if this is tax applicable, you can also select the specific tax that is applicable to this expense. Then you go ahead and state the total amount of this expense. So for example, let's say you are buying electricity 300 cities, you state 300 cities, then you go ahead. If this expense is a recurring expense, then you check this box and also enter the recurring day intervals. If it is day, if it is years, if it is months, you select it, and then you enter the recurring interval. You also state the number of times you want this expense to repeat. I mean, the recurring, the number of times you want it to repeat. Then you can also state it here and then move on to your, I move on to add payment. But for me, it is not a recurring, so I'm going to leave it out. Then I come here and state the amount. So the amount here means that this is how much it costs you for, to get this. This is how much expense you are recording. But then how much have you paid? So if you have paid the full amount, then you go ahead and state the full amount. But then if you've not made any payment, then you can leave it at zero and then you save. But if you have made payment, then go ahead and state the amount that you've paid and also select the payment method. If it is card, cash, bank transfer, Momo, or others, just select the payment method and then you go ahead and save. So basically, that's how you add an expense. So you select the business location if it is a multiple branches, select the expense category, the subcategory, the date, the expense for contact, and then the total amount. Then you come and add the amount paid. If you are done, if you want to provide payment note, you can also provide payment note and you go ahead and save. So when you save, it will be added to the existing ones. If you have recorded some in the past, it will be added to you here. So you could see that with my account, I've recorded some in the past. And I have some that are due, which means that I've recorded these expenses, but then I did not add payment for them. And these are the amounts that are due. So these are due, and I'm yet to make payment. So anytime I want to make payment for this or want to record payment for this, which means that payments have been made for these expenses, then I can go ahead to actions and then add payment. So in this case, I'm coming to record payment for this expense because I've made payment or I've paid for it. Then I come here, it is stated that this is the amount due, 1,000. If it is full amount, then I'll leave it at 1,000. If I've made part payment, then I can go ahead and enter the amount that I've paid. So if it is 500 instead of the 1,000, can go ahead and then record uh, 500, which the status will now change to partial, which means that I've not made full payment. So anytime full payment has been made, I can also come back here and then add payment again, then to state that the amount due, it will state the amount due for me. And then if I'm making full payment of 500, I can go ahead and record it. And then I'll just click save. And then that will be it. So you could see that this has been paid for. Exactly. So this is how you go about recording your expenses.